can't not play with this? Tell me. Welcome to my channel. Today we are getting into another Valentine's Day video. Now this is on the new Natasha Denona Love Collection. It is gorgeous, guys. I swatched it, just got it in the mail. Look at how beautiful everything is. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I cannot wait to put this on my face. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of everything. This is the Natasha Denona Love to Glow Cheek Palette. I can't not do this with this palette, and this is bad. I love this so much. But this is $55. It is a cheek kind of blushy highlighting palette, and I've never tried one of these cheek palettes on my face, but I do know that she has two other ones, I believe, a tan one and then one that's a little bit more pinker than this. So this one is like smack dab in the middle, which I love, and I already swatched it and I'm obsessed with this and I can't even deal with it. But again, this is $55. We'll get into the swatches real quick once I go over the prices, and if you guys want any other information, everything will be linked down below for you guys. This is the Natasha Denona Love Palette. I love the color of this. I don't know what kind of pink color this is, but it's like this, I don't know. I'm obsessed with this color of this palette. I know that sounds really dumb, but I love it. This is what the inside of the palette looks like in all of its glory. This palette is $65. So I bought this in a bundle. I love Beautylish so much. If you guys don't shop on Beautylish, definitely recommend it for Jeffree Star, Natasha Denona, those kind of brands, because they bundle everything. For the eyeshadow palette and for the face palette, I got it as a bundle for $120. And then they also came out with 3 lip glosses. They are $26 each, but you can get them in a bundle of 3 for $78. And then you can get the whole collection, both of these palettes and the 3 lip glosses, for $198. But now let's get into the swatches of the inside of this palette. Look at this. Who can't not play with this? Tell me, because I keep playing with it. Now it is a bit heavy because of this, but it definitely doesn't bother me considering this is more luxurious brand. But let's get into the swatches of this palette. Now I don't have the best lighting right now because today is a very cloudy, kind of rainy day. So I tried to get outdoor swatches for you guys, but they're not as good as what they look like in the sun. So excuse me on that, but I'm gonna go from top of the palette over to here, over, so you guys know what shades I'm talking about. So the first shade is, oh, and I'm going from the bottom of my elbow up, just so you know. So the first shade is the Glow Cream Base, which feels really nice. Feels like a lip balm. Second shade is Super Glow. Then we have Diamond Powder and the Glow Impact Powder. Oh, this is so pretty. I wasn't initially going to buy it, but once I saw some swatches of it, I could not resist. Now let's get into the Love Palette. Again, I have it swatched the same way, so starting at the bottom of my elbow, working up and working from this to there, this to there, this to there, and let's get into the swatches. So we have first, Lifetime, Heartbeat, Transparent, Trust, Heart, Giving, Pure Love, Commitment, Blind, Soul, Passion, Intense, Valentine, and Dream. This palette is so pretty. I absolutely love the shimmers in this palette. They are spectacular. The silver, the purple, the pink, the more burgundy shade are, oh, calling my name. I'm definitely gonna do a 3 looks, 1 palette with this palette because everything is so interestingly laid out. It's kind of hard to tell with everything all sporadic, but there are cool tones in this palette. There's warm tones, there's neutrals, there's a lot of really good variety. There's the purples, you got red, burgundy, gold. So now let's get into trying this palette onto my eyeballs. And if you guys don't know, I like to try and use as many shades as I can to try and get a good feel of first impressions on the palette. And I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, what I normally use. So I'm going to prime my eyes and I'll come back with you guys zoomed in and we're going to get into this look. We are primed and ready to go. Now there are so many different ways I can go about using this palette. I really want to use the silver in today's video because ever since I saw a video of the silver getting swatched, I was sold on this palette, so I really need to try this on my eyes. I think I'm gonna take Valentines, the light pink shade, and just start blending that into my crease. Now, I've only tried one other Natasha Denona palette before, and if you guys remember, it was a while ago, but I tried out the Sunset palette, and I liked the quality of it, but the color story really just not speak to me. And I was gonna return it and get, I think it was like the Sunrise palette, but then that color story was really similar. So I ended up never getting another Natasha Denona palette until now. And so far I am so happy about this. I'm actually quite shocked with how many brands are coming out with Valentine's Day-y kind of palette. So I'm quite shocked because I really didn't expect so many brands to be coming out with so many different Valentine's Day kind of pinky palettes. And then I'm gonna take the shade Intense and I'm gonna first put it on my outer corner. That is like the same color as the palette. And I'm obsessed. If you guys don't know, I am obsessed with eyeshadow palettes. Like, that's one of my favorite things to look forward to in brands. Like, with them coming out with new stuff, I'm always way more excited when it comes to an eyeshadow palette. And I feel like a lot of people are like that. But I have just been so happy because I feel like I was so bored with the new year because like I felt like nothing was coming out, and then now all of these palettes are coming out and I'm like, thank you. Everything is looking super good so far. I'm gonna take this shade Heartbeat and I'm just gonna continue to deepen up my crease right here. Man, I'm so in love with this palette, guys. I don't know why, but I'm just so pleased with this so far. And I know a lot of people are like meh on it, and I was definitely meh about this palette for a while, but the more I was looking at it, the more I was like, I need it in my life right now. All right, now I'm gonna dip into Blind, that gorgeous silver shade. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this silver is so pretty. This is dry, by the way. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so pretty. And then I'm just gonna go back in with Intense and just pat over that line. And then I'm gonna take Heartbeat again and I'm gonna put it on my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take Intense and put that more in the front of my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take the shade Transparent, which is a bit like a nudie. He's having a bad dream. Gosh. My puppy's having a bad dream. He was just like running in his sleep. Oh my god, that was so cute. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer and I'm gonna carve out my crease right here, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna take the shade Giving and I'm gonna try and put that, oh, what brush should I use? Not that one, maybe this one. I think that's a little bit better. Oh, I don't know. Thought that was gonna add a little bit more of a pop. I'm gonna try wetting it. This shade isn't as interesting as I thought it was gonna be, but it could just be where it is on my eyes. Didn't have the time to shine, but I'm gonna finish the rest of my eyes and then we'll get into this cheek palette. All right, eyes are done and I put a little bit of bronzer on my cheeks. I did want to recap on what all I use. So I put the Fenty Beauty eyeliner in Cute Ting on my waterline because I thought that was a nice little fun pop. And then for my lips, I used the Bite Beauty lip liner in number 16 with the Fenty Beauty Pretty Please Glossy Balm over top. But I'm dying to get into this Love palette. Oh my gosh. So I do want to try and use maybe 2 or 3 shades in here. I definitely want to try out the cream. I don't know if that's going to ruin everything, but I'm going to try it out with my finger. It's just this shade right here. I've never tried one of these palettes on my cheeks before, so I don't really know what to expect. So far, this is looking okay. I'm kind of doing it in like blush, a little bit of highlight area. I did not put powder other than the bronzer on this part of my cheek, but I did put a little bit of powder on the center of my cheeks, and it is a little bit hard to blur the lines, but it's not picking up my makeup, so that's the important part. So I'm looking a little crazy, but now what to do? I think I'm gonna put 2 different ones on each side of my face, maybe. So I'm gonna take the Super Glow, which is super pink. Blend that over top. I mean, that definitely amped everything up for sure. So I'm gonna take the Glow Impact Powder and put that right on my cheekbones here. I feel like I need a little bit more of a transition from the pink to my skin, and that definitely did the job. And then for the other side of my cheek, I'm gonna take the Diamond Powder. This definitely has a lot more of that glitz and glamour in it. I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger because I feel like with that cream down underneath, it's not giving me a nice blend. So I'm just going over the line. And then I'm gonna take that Gold Glow Impact Powder and put it on my nose here. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of the Super Glow and put it on the tip of my nose. All right, I'm gonna zoom you guys in because I want you guys to see what it looks like up close. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's super pretty on both sides. It does have a really good wet look to your skin in person. It just was a little bit hard to blend the lines with the cream, but I'm gonna be trying this out as well in my 3 looks 1 palette video, so stay tuned for that. And this is one last up close of my eyes and that silver in all of its glory. But that is it for this video. Let me know what you guys thought of these palettes. Let me know if there were any certain shades that you're really wanting me to use in my 3 looks 1 palette video. But that is it for this video. If you guys haven't seen my last video, I did a Valentine's Day look with a full face of Fenty Beauty, and that video will be right over here. This video will be suggested to you by YouTube, and my face will be right here. You can click on it and subscribe to my channel.